that motorcyclist actually fell. I don't know if you caught that, but looks like he fell. I don't believe he was involved in a collision with the pursuit car, from what I could tell. I was looking down for just a moment. So if you guys saw something different, please let me know on social media, because I had looked down for just a moment to look at my scanner, and then all of a sudden the motorcyclist was down. So I don't know if there was a collision of any sort, or if the motorcyclist just slipped, because again, the roads are wet, and you can see some of that rain there coming through our shot as the pursuit continues now onto Valley, which is another major here through the area in El Sereno. Yeah. Really picking up speed. You're seeing about 75 miles an hour. And once again, I have to thank my lovely pilot Philippe, who's trying to do everything he can. We're dodging some low clouds here as the weather is moving in on us. So we are heading back towards the 5 freeway, which he was on the 5 freeway for just a few exits. He picked it up in East LA from the 10 freeway and then got off at Broadway. So he was on it for just a couple exits worth before getting on the surface streets. That leads me to believe that this is an area that is familiar to him. This is the Lincoln Heights area. Lincoln Park, of course, is near this. We just passed that. He's right below us. Yeah, right below us. He's going northbound. Oh, right there. He just collided with that other car. He ran the red, and unfortunately, this is what happens. The doors are opening. I can't tell if that was the driver. I don't think so. I see the driver door still closed, which leads me to believe that they may have jumped out the passenger side, because that driver door did not open. So I'm just going to follow these guys. I know they were in the car. I don't know which one's the driver. It all happened so quickly. But we are at Gates and Broadway. Let me take the map off for you, because you don't need that now. But just on the back side of that building, I'm going to stick with this guy. You see the night sun from the police helicopter overhead. I saw people scattering in all directions, so really unclear how many people may have been in that car. But this guy's getting winded. We'll keep an eye on him, because the officers are actually tackling his buddy just south of here. So let's see what he does. Here we go. Officer approaching him now. Gun drawn. Here's another officer. They're giving him commands, telling him to get down on the ground. Continuing to walk is absolutely not what they're asking him to do. But there you go, getting down on the ground. See the officers moving in. We're at Lincoln Heights. So Lincoln Heights is where this has come to an end. I'm going to widen out the shot. We know they got that guy. I just want to see who else is in play here. There's the police helicopter. He's going to come back to the car because they haven't cleared it yet. Here's another guy. He may have actually been the driver, because I never saw the driver get out. The door looked to be jammed. But you see him there on the back of that squad car. They're still clearing the vehicle. You see airbags deployed. You can see driver door is still shut. And then on the passenger front, that's also still shut. So everyone we saw running came out the rear. Getting a touch of exhaust there, so pardon me here. Thank you, Philippe. Yeah, so Philippe's going to move the helicopter just a touch so that we can get rid of some of that exhaust. But where we're at is Thomas Street and Broadway in Lincoln Heights, right up against that pole. The car is smoking a little bit. And again, officers are still trying to clear it just to make sure that nobody else is inside. When I hear the code 4, which means that's the all clear, that means that everyone is in custody. They still seem to be focusing their attention over here too, though. They might still be looking for one more. That's where we saw one guy taken into custody. Yep, there he is on the back of that squad car. So really two scenes that we're looking at here, the crash and then the arrest. I'm going to push back in on the car just in case we have anybody else in here. Officers are saying that they have 2 in custody here, and 2 took off running. So, total of 4. They're saying total of 4 in custody. There could still be 1 more in the car. So we'll keep an eye here because nobody else is still on the run. They have everyone who we saw running. They have those people in custody. They got 2 out of the car, and they think there might be 1 more. So we'll keep an eye on it here. Again, Thomas and Broadway in Lincoln Heights. Unfortunately, an innocent civilian was also involved in this collision. I haven't had a chance to check on that person. It was a white car from what I could tell. They had the right of way and got T-boned. So I can guarantee you that the LA City Fire Department has already been dispatched here and will be tending to all the injured. I should add, these folks were wanted for armed robbery. So that is why they need to be so careful here at the termination, because they don't know if there is somebody remaining in the vehicle, if that person still has that weapon. This is a pursuit that started about 20 minutes ago, LAPD Southwest jurisdiction. That's kind of like the USC area of the city. These were armed robbery suspects that led officers on a chase on the 10 freeway and then the northbound 5 before exiting on the surface streets in El Sereno and Lincoln Heights and Montecito Heights as well. And then when they got to the intersection of Thomas Street and Broadway, a collision occurred, and some of the people who were in the car took off running. They're now in custody. Those who remain in the vehicle, 2 of them are in custody, and we're still waiting to see if there's 1 more. Una vez más desde el helicóptero, yo soy Elian Moreno reportando ahora sobre Lincoln Heights, donde una persecución policíaca involucrando a la policía de Los Ángeles acaba de terminar en las calles Thomas y Broadway, cuando el vehículo involucrado en la persecución se estrelló contra otro vehículo y vimos que varias personas se salieron del vehículo, empezaron a correr. Esas 2 personas ahora están bajo custodia de la policía, pero como pueden ver, hay una persona más adentro del vehículo. La policía cree que esta persona que ven aquí era el conductor o posiblemente conductora. Creo que es una mujer que vemos saliéndose del vehículo, que era el vehículo que estaba evadiendo a la policía de Los Ángeles. Estos eran sospechosos de robo que ahora van a estar bajo custodia de la policía. Philippe, are we alone? Are we alone or is Channel 9 here? We're alone, guys. Yeah, we're alone. Back with you guys here. We're the only news helicopter over this pursuit, so this is the only place you can see it. Of course, MBCLA.com, Roku TV, Apple TV, all of our streaming platforms. What you're seeing here is the driver, who is a woman. So we never heard if the driver was a man or a woman, but we did see several men running from the car. We saw 2. They were taken into custody. 2 more remained in the vehicle. They were taken into custody, and now the driver is the last to get out. Again, believed to be somebody involved in an armed robbery. Unclear if she was involved in the robbery or was just the getaway driver, but clearly she was in the vehicle, so she will be detained along with the other 4 men who were in this gray Nissan Altima that unfortunately was involved in a nasty crash here at Thomas Avenue and Broadway with innocent civilians. So we're going to try to get our eyes on that innocent person here in just a moment after we see this woman taken into custody. Four men in custody, one woman. So 5 total was what we heard. Oh, and there's one more. There's one more. The woman came out of the driver's side, so it appeared that she was the driver, but unclear. Possibly 6, but that car only sits 5, so that would be a tight squeeze. So let's put it at least 5 because that's what we know for sure. 4 to 5 people. How about that? Yeah, unclear what they robbed. You know, I did see 5 taken into custody, Jamie, so let's go with 5. Because I know that for sure. There may have been a 6, but we'll go with 5. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Now, for all of you watching online, the NBC4 News at 11 o'clock is about to start. We hope you can tune in for that. Of course, we'll also continue to stream here on NBCLA.com and all of our streaming